What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tuck Rule Takes, episode 106. And the gang is back together, finally.
Damn right.
It's been, what, 2 weeks, I think? Because there was 1 week when Liam wasn't here.
It might be 3, because I was away for Chicago. Oh, no. Yeah, so
I think
it would be 2 weeks. You're right, 2 weeks. I'm never good at math. Should have asked Al.
Yeah, fuck, math teacher. But yeah, and now I'm here. We're here, guys. Let me just first start off by saying I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to finally have us all here.
Yeah.
But like I was telling Liam beforehand, I was ready to come on and have a lightning good episode. I was like, the Pats came back against the Bills. I didn't get to shoot the shit with you guys there. I was pumped. I texted the group chat. I said, Super Bowl's back on. My hard-on's back on. We're all back. Everybody's back on. And the Patriots again just refuse to cooperate with anybody's wants and needs. And now
the memo went across their desk. They're like, "Oh, Mike said we're winning the Super Bowl again. Let's go prove them right, boys." No. And they went down to Miami.
Mike, because this is probably going to be the only one good moment of the episode. So you weren't on last week with us, obviously. You didn't get your chance to say your piece. What did you think of the Bills game? Just going back to it for a quick second. Just your overall thoughts.
This was the first game. I was in South Carolina at the time, visiting family, and I couldn't get the game on the TV, so I had to watch it on my phone. So I had to watch the whole comeback.
Don't have many TVs down there in the Bible Belt, right?
Yeah, no, there's none. There's like 2 in the whole state. But yeah, so I was watching it and I was like, this. So, and we have like our nieces and nephews are there and they're all like young. So I'm trying to like rattle up the kids, play with things. I'm also trying to watch the game on my phone. But I ended up watching the whole comeback. And I remember I was giving relays to my wife and her mom. And I was like, Patriots got it here. They got this much time left. I don't know, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, first down. Oh my God, first down. Like touchdown. They scored 15 seconds left. I was so pumped. I was ecstatic. That was the game. I was like, this is it. When they write the story of this season, regardless of how it ends, like, you know, obviously it would have ended in like a divisional round loss or something, right? Regardless of what time in the playoffs that we lost, I was like, this is going to be the game where it's like, Mac Jones became Mac Jones. Like everybody, like just the whole team came together as one. It was just one of those like rallying cries, like the game where it was back when Brady and Gronk were on the team, and Gronk was like, you know, we had to, in tears, he was like, you know, we had to remind you guys who Tom Brady was and all that stuff. And let me tell you, I was fucking wrong. But that's what I thought. I was pumped. I was like, guys, we got it. This is what the offense is. This is the offense. The defense can play well. The Bills are overrated. Liam, you were spot on. The Bills are frauds.
Fucking right. That's right, baby. Give me these flowers while they're here.
Dude, we win both these games. We're good.
I gave you your flowers last week. You're not getting them from me again.
Oh my God.
I'll take it. Take
yeah, and then
fucking Bills.
I was riding high going to this Dolphins game. I was like, listen, we were close last game. Like, you know, there's no way that, you know, you're going to let Tua. I know Tua is undefeated against Belichick. We're going to be good. We're going to go in there. We're going to win this. Then we got 3 winnable games, guys. We're going to be fucking 6-5, like ready to go, right in the mix, because everybody else sucks in the AFC right now, except for like the Chiefs and the Ravens. But
fucking ridiculous of the Chiefs.
Yeah,
they did just lose a game, so now they have 2 losses. But for a while, I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Yeah,
Bengals are starting to heat up too. By the way, Bengals are starting to heat up.
Yeah, fucking good for them. Good for them. You know, this is the year.
Mike's like, great, good, awesome,
good, grand, wonderful. No yelling on
the boss.
If there was any season where the Patriots could have like snuck into the playoffs with like a 9-8 or a 10-7, definitely would have got you. This was the fucking year, and they just refused to pull their heads out of their asses. So that's how I was feeling. I was riding high. I legitimately was like, guys, I'm back. Super Bowl's back. Mac Jones is back. Everybody's back. NFL world, watch out. The Patriots are coming to scalp all of you. And it the tables got turned and we were the scalpees. We were not the scalpers. So
let the record show. Second scalping reference of the episode. Check.
Yep. Had to get it in. But yeah, so you guys have any tidbits to get into before we talk about the game and all this bullshit? Any fun things?
Once again, the only thing I have to say, once again, Miami is the house of horrors. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, it is tried and true. for the last 5 to 7 years. It's been fucking brutal.
I hate
Also,
it.
too, the fact that Tua Tagovailoa is undefeated in his
I
touches
know,
with
Tua of all
Belichick,
people.
Crazy.
He's like half dead. Come
It's
on.
dumb. It's dumb.
This is ridiculous.
That's like one of those stats where you're like, where like they'll ask in trivia, like, you know, Bill
Yeah.
Belichick has beaten every quarterback, but like what quarterback has it or has his number? And people be like, could it be like Mahomes? Maybe I know
Yeah.
Manning lost to him. Could it be Lamar Jackson? Could it be
Eli?
whoever?
Yeah.
No, it's fucking Tua.
Fucking Tua. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so the
ridiculous.
Dolphins beat the Patriots 31-17. They are 6-2. The Patriots are 2-6 currently. The last place team in the AFC currently hold the 5th pick in the NFL draft if the season were to end today. I don't really want to like break this game down, but I think we have to start where we've always started because it brings up a play that Liam and I were talking about before we got on. Mac Jones, 19-29, a $161, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. The pick, which came in the final 2 minutes of the second quarter, barreling down there to the red zone. You're down 14-7. You throw a pick, you take points off the board. Not a good throw. Good decision, not a good throw. You know what? I want to hear Al. You kick us off with Mac Jones. Just I'm just gonna say Mac Jones
talk.
and now you just talk. Like what Mac Jones what? Like
so there's a very specific reason that you picked me first because you know that I will be the most critical of Mac Jones out of any of us here.
Well, you hate him.
You may not
true,
be.
True.
You may not be. So,
yeah, that's true. That's why I have a Mac Jones picture that I'm waiting to move into my condo at some point. That's beside the point.
You actually?
I do. I actually do. I was trying to get an autograph too, but
maybe you shouldn't move that into the apartment just yet.
Yeah, probably a good idea to keep it safe at the parents' house. That's probably a smart idea.
I don't think safe is the right word we need to use.
Yeah, true.
You can just keep it at your
Mac Jones. So Mac Jones in this game, again, you know, I mean, Mike read off the stats, had a couple of nice touchdown passes. That one to Kendrick Bourne after the Duggar interception, you're like, okay, they're getting some momentum here. Tua throws a bad pick. They move down, they score, they were moving the ball, they were doing great. And then even after Tua hits Tyreek Hill for the 42-yard touchdown pass, it's like, okay, they're moving the ball and they keep moving the ball. And they're moving the ball downfield. It's like, okay, they're going to be fine. They're going to make it competitive. And then a bad pick. Now the decision again, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to make
completely support the decision.
But the throw itself it was a duck. Like, let's call it like it was. It was a duck.
No, he should have fired it in there.
He didn't fire it. Like you saw it. And of course it's Jalen Ramsey in his first game. He wasn't even supposed to play in the game. He wasn't even supposed to be here. But God. Again, it's a pattern that, yeah, in Buffalo, you didn't see it. Like the Buffalo game, you didn't see it. But for the most part, it's been a pattern, right? Drive down, get momentum, pick. Drive down, get momentum, another pick. Mm-hmm. When does it end? When do you start making the better decisions? And again, the decision is
roughly week 17. That is when it ends.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. And then that gives us hope for 2024. Yeah, great. Yeah. But again, if you are going to be the quarterback of this team and you are going to try to prove that you deserve that 5th-year option, doing what you're doing and throwing costly picks is not helping your case. Simple.
No, and that's what it is, though. Like you said, like, when does it end? I think I said it the last episode I was on. You're gonna ride with Mac until the end of this year.
You have to. That's all.
Unless he, I don't even know, because like and it's not even that his overall play is horrible. It's just he'll show you spurts of how good he can be, or like him progressing, and then he immediately falls back into like the bad ways. But you have to ride with him because you're not gonna like it doesn't. If you're trying to trade him or do something at the end of the year with him, you have to play him. If you want to try to move on with him and actually, for once, here's a shocker, maybe build around him, you have to play him. So like Matt Jones is the guy moving forward, and it's kind of by default, but he is. But it's just I don't know if it's what started it, but like I feel the way I think we got to this point in the season with Mac Jones is that without even talking about weapons, it's the offensive line was shit to start for the first like 3 weeks. He's getting the shit beat out of him, half his dropbacks, he's getting pressures on. And then once it got to the point where he wasn't getting pressured, he still had the internal clock thinking he was getting pressured. So then it's like you start to get skittish, and then you can't run all your offensive plays because the line picks and chooses when they want to block. And it's just, it's the perfect snowball of shit. I don't put all the blame on Mac. I don't put all the blame on the weapons. I don't put all the blame on the offensive line. It's just every single part of the offense has an equal part to play.
Yeah, it's literally a part of football. I'm sure you guys saw all the mutiny, the fury over Jimmy G in the last game where he missed Devontae Adams on two, what probably would have been like 90-yard touchdowns or some shit like that. And everyone's flipping out, but it's like, just like Mac Jones, like I feel for Jimmy Garoppolo, where it's like the dude never has protection. He just got out of the hospital with a back injury. He drops back. He had plenty of time on both of those plays, but the dude was just laying in a hospital bed for like a week. So when he gets out onto the field, I don't blame him for wanting to get rid of the ball quickly. And we know Jimmy Garoppolo is a fine, probably above average quarterback. But it can happen. We've seen Brady have moments in the Giants Super Bowl where the pressure just got to him. He's making not great decisions.
Brady floundered in the bit, like you said, the Super Bowl. Some of the biggest, which again is the revisionist history on Brady, that he was always perfect. Like he fucked up in some of the biggest moments, like the Eagles Super Bowl. Dump it off to James White or dump it off underneath. Don't sit there and take the sack. Like, there were a bunch of times. It's not just Mac Jones or Jimmy G. A lot of quarterbacks.
Against the Giants, he threw an interception to Chase Blackburn. Who the fuck is Chase Blackburn?
Yeah, exactly. But Mac Jones, I want, do you guys agree though? You do still, Mac Jones is still to me a starting quarterback in this league. He can.
Yes.
If you shore up the offensive line, which is what, and this is what I wish that I could have talked about on the episode, the Bills one. You see what Mac Jones and what the offense can look like if the offensive line blocks and the game plan is good. Like that's a solid team. That team that beat the Bills could beat 85% of the teams in the AFC. Like, and then they have a fighter's chance against your top 2 or 3 teams. Like, it's just, you almost start to feel bad for him because he's almost like that guy who like knows like what he has to do, but he has just been through just like shit, and he's in his own head, which is his fault to an extent, and he just fucks up like when things happen. But then you see him throw dimes down the middle to what's his name? Pharaoh Brown.
Pharaoh Brown,
like that.
Our second leading receiver in this fucking game.
He threaded the needle to him on one of the passes. I'm sure you guys remember. I forget when it was, whatever, but it was down the middle of the field, and you see these throws, and you're like, you can do it. Like you can be a good quarterback. I mean, dare I say a top 12 quarterback in the league? But it's just I don't know what you do with him. And Liam, I wanted to ask you because Al, you and I talked about what we do with Mac Jones before the Bills game.
We did.
Liam, now that you've seen a more of a sample size than Al and I have when we had that conversation, not this year, because I think this year you just have to ride with him till the end. It is what it is. What do you do at the end of the season with quarterback in this offseason? What do you do, or what would you want them to do? Because I think there's two paths you can go down. But where do you land right now?
Unfortunately, in my eyes, it's almost impossible to answer definitively right now. Like you got to see what other options are out there. Because I said if he wasn't good and he hasn't been stellar, I'm ready to move on from him. And some of the games that he's played, the Saints game, the Cowboys game after that, you're like, I don't want to see it anymore. It's fucking wrong.
No,
it's like watching old people fuck. Like, how long can this disgusting madness go on?
Cool it first, but it's not going to.
It's like all good for them, but then like a minute or two in, you're like, all right, I've seen it. But
like this isn't for me.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone's got their thing. This is not mine. Like watching Mac Jones is starting to become not my thing. So it's like I'd have to see who else is on the market and explore the options. Like before we got Cam Newton, and Brady was gone. I was thinking about who would be cool to see in a Patriots uniform, and at that time I was like, I would love to see Alex Smith in the Patriots uniform. I think that would be cool. I like Matthew Stafford because he was on his way out of Detroit, and I was like, people like that would be cool. So we'd have to examine the options when we get there. I can't think of any disgruntled quarterbacks off the top of my head. Although Jimmy Garoppolo did just get benched, do we think Jimmy Garoppolo is a better quarterback than Mac Jones? I think it's pretty close. Like I don't think that would be a huge improvement. If anything, I'd probably stay with Mac just by default. Because
by the way, shout out to Matt Stafford for refusing blatantly to go to the Patriots when he was going to get traded. Do you guys remember how?
Yeah, dude wanted nothing to do.
No, because Matt Patricia was back, and it's like, nope, I don't want.
Oh, what a dick!
So, Liam, let me tell you, because I got the 2024 free agent quarterbacks pulled up. I'm not going to list them all, but just only ones that I think would like pique the interest, maybe. So, obviously, the big one everybody's talking about: Kirk Cousins, Tannehill, Jacoby Brissett, Tyrod Taylor, Mariota. Jameis Winston, Sam Darnold, and the last two are Gardner Minshew and Baker Mayfield.
All right. So call me crazy here because obviously we're Patriots fans and what we saw of him wasn't great. Where are you guys in the standing of Sam Darnold?
Pass.
To me, he'll just always have that like Jets stink on him.
I'm seeing ghosts. I'm literally seeing ghosts.
But
so I don't know.
There's something about him I've always liked. Like not on the Jets. Although he did make some fine plays on the Jets very scarcely, but the team was fucking just like Mac Jones now, the team was fucking awful. So it's hard to judge him there. He had the Panthers at 4-0 at one point, and then they ended up being fucking terrible. And I don't know how much of that was his fault, how much of that was the team's fault, because if Cam Newton can't make him good, no one can. But I digress. There's something about Sam Darnold that I like. And he, maybe it's the Joe Swanson chin that he's rocking, very gaunt jawline. He's a fairly handsome dude, but like he's athletic. He can sling the rock. When Brock Purdy was questionable for last week, they said Sam Darnold will get the start if he didn't play. I was excited to see what he could do in that 49ers offense. So Sam Darnold, it would just be an experiment though. So like, I'm not even saying this is a viable replacement for Mac because it would be a huge experiment. I like him. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's athletic. But it probably wouldn't be worth the risk because he more than likely probably would underperform. I love Tyrod Taylor, Mike Vick, light baby. I've been the biggest T-Mobile guy there is. That would be cool, but he's always hurt, and I always take that into consideration. Other than that, like the options aren't great. No, we don't want Marcus Mariota. I like Jameis Winston. He is not a Patriots quarterback. I can see that just not working after like week 3.
2 games.
I love him.
2 games that'll work. Yeah,
100%. Once he does that, like eat the dub fucking pregame.
Nope.
Bill will be like, nope.
That's a W. Not. Who wants to eat W today?
Yeah, nope. Right. The Patriots do not want to eat W's. We're good on that. Kirk Cousins would have been perfect. Like if you could make
as like a bridge guy, that would have been a good one. Yeah.
If you could make like a Patriots quarterback in a lab, it's the super religious family man. That's Kirk Cousins, where he's like, "Howdy doodly, neighbor," and you're like, "Cool, get in here and fucking like throw some fucking passes for us." Because I do think Kirk Cousins is good.
But now he's coming off. What did he tear? His ACL, MCL, Achilles. Yeah. So now, like he's done. He's 35. He's 36. Like there's.
So I don't want him anymore. No. It's like now the options are just so limited.
Yeah. So now it's basically Mac Jones or
a disgruntled quarterback that comes out like toward the end of the season and whatnot. Like I don't know, like Derek Carr. I humored the idea before he went to New Orleans. I was like, could be okay. There's just like no clear cut next best option. And
would you bring Jimmy G? Would you want to bring him in? Do you think? I know
apples
you kind of
and oranges. Yeah. Like it's not an improvement. So you'd probably have to pay more money for Jimmy G than you would Mac. Like you're paying more money to get basically the same thing. And obviously he's far more handsome than Mac Jones. So that's that's huge. Like maybe the money is worth it just because we get his gorgeous face on the sidelines. It gives me something to look at when we are not scoring touchdowns or getting blown out on a Sunday. So there are little benefits to that. But it just seems like there's not a better option. And at this point, like, I'm sure we'll talk about it as it gets closer, but we have the number 5 pick overall now. Mm-hmm. We'll probably be around that range. We'll be between 3 and like 7. Like
that's
probably
exactly what I was going to say. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And if that's the case, it sounds counterproductive, but like draft Marvin Harrison Jr. Give me the ultimate irony of his dad was rivals with the Patriots, and now his son plays for the rival. I would eat that shit up. The dude's a clear-cut stud talent, and ride with Mac for one more year, unless I don't even know another quarterback that could possibly want out in the time period toward
there are.
The end of
I don't think there are. Yeah. I am with you. So as much as like you and I, and Al likes him too, but you and I, Liam, have been like pretty big Mac Jones guys.
Oh yeah.
But like now I think you have to do one of two things. You need to either just move on from Mac Jones. Don't keep him here. Don't like keep him as a bet. Move on. You need to draft one of whatever. What's his name? I keep forgetting. Al Drake May. Is that his name?
Drake May, Caleb Williams.
Get him. Yeah, any of those guys. I keep saying Drake May just because that's the name everybody's linking to the Patriots, which probably means we won't get him. But like just get one of these first round quarterbacks and just actually build a young team. Like get one of these guys, get them a weapon, whether it's free agency, whether it's drafting one, and move on. Or you keep Mac Jones for his 4th year, right? Because this will be his 4th year next year, right? Because he was here 21, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Yep. So actually draft, like you said, Marvin Harrison Jr. Draft one of these can't miss wide receivers. Put effort into the offensive line. Go full bore with Mac Jones and Bill O'Brien in a 2nd year with him and see what you have. And then if you want to cross the bridge next offseason, like say Mac Jones, you find out he's truly not the guy, then Al, right up your alley, you fucking draft Deion Sanders' son. And then go from there. But like I don't know which way I'm leaning towards, but I think you have to do one of those two things at the end of the year with Mac. You need to either get him out, like I said, not as a backup, either trade him for whatever you can. Someone will take him around draft time or anything, or you keep him and you go full bore. You actually build around him like the Bengals built around Joe Burrow, like the Chargers did around Justin Herbert, even though it's kind of coming out, he may not be as good as everybody thought. Like how they built around Mahomes, how they built around Jack. Like you have to build around him. You cannot win with just defense anymore. You can't do it.
And it sucks because this will be quick. Like we wanted this season as a litmus test for is Mac Jones the future, but we're almost halfway through the season and we don't particularly have an answer because the team's just fucking awful, and you can't get a real idea of how good he is.
That's frustrating.
Everyone sucks, and it's like, damn. I wanted a fucking answer. Like I want the structure to be in place so we can get an answer. So I guess that I kind of agree with you where it's like, all right, let's get the structure in place for next season. And then if it doesn't work with him, we can move on from him and get somebody in there with a structure that's already in place with hopefully a better offensive line, with a number 1 receiver, with, I trust Bill Belichick's defense, even though it's getting harder and harder. Like I'm trying real hard.
Yeah, anyway, the defense. Yeah, the defense, by the way, too, and we'll touch on them not just for this game, but the defense has been getting a pass. The defense has not been, at like you needed one stop in this game to give momentum, and you couldn't do it. But whatever, we're talking, we're finishing up on Mac Jones. Al, what were you going to say?
All I was going to say was look at everything that's happened to Mac Jones in this offense this year. Like, let's run down the list real quick. Devontae Parker hasn't been healthy the whole year. Kendrick Bourne, you just lost him for the year with his ACL injury, and he was having a good year. By the way, screw you both, because I was right about Kendrick Bourne, so screw you both. Kayshon Boutte can't get in the game. He played the season opener. Yep. Wants big loads. Probably going to get a big load, yes. Tyquan Thornton has been injured for most of the year. Juju Smith-Schuster, although he sucked, He still was injured the last couple of games before he came back against Miami. Let's see. What else? Let's just go through the offensive line. Trent Brown's been in and out. Cole Strange has been in and out. Mike Nwuenu's been in and out. Ramondre Stevenson has not had as nearly as good of a 2023 as he has 2022. Look at everything that's worked against this offense. Mm-hmm. And then you want Mac Jones to go out there, have the margin of error be so thin that you could cut the tension almost like with a knife and just cut it through. Yep. Like, look at everything that's happened.
Yeah.
And then on defense, by the way, we talk about the defense. Like, you lost your potential rookie of the year caliber corner.
I think he definitely was by that. I think we can all agree he was on pace to at the very least be the second
in consideration
in voting. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, very close.
You lose Judon. You know, you keep losing all these pieces in place. Like, yes, the Patriots are playing bad, but they've had a lot of injuries this year.
A lot.
And
all the Joneses at one point were
Marcus
dead.
Jones, Jack Jones had his stuff with his arrest and his injury.
How do we lose all the Joneses? We have
dude, we got 3. We lost them all. What the fuck?
It's fucking ridiculous.
No, but Al, that's the thing. Like, it's in Liam, you touched on it too. It's frustrating because you can't make a big grand decision about Mac Jones because you haven't seen him under circumstances to succeed. And that's both injuries, player development, team management, all that. But it's just, you see, you've seen the upside and it's fuck, I wish, Liam, like you said, I just want a definitive yes or no, because at this point, like I've said, since we started this podcast, I am a Patriots fan. I like Mac Jones when he's on the team. I like Kendrick Bourne. I like all these players when they're on the team, but when they leave, okay, bye. I'm still a Patriots fan. I just want to know, is Mac Jones the guy or not? The thing that sucks
and then we can fucking move on.
We don't know. Yeah, that's it. Just because if that's what it is, fucking move on. It is what it is. I'm still gonna watch the games. I understand. I'm not like these people that are oh, the Patriots suck now. It was never. No, it takes a while to build a team. The Bengals sucked for a while. The Chiefs sucked for a while. The Ravens were kind of middling. The Ravens were up there. The Steelers suck right now. The Steelers were up there with you. It takes a while to build a team, and we just haven't been able to figure out if the most crucial cog of that wheel, Mac Jones, the quarterback, is worth it or not. And it's frustrating.
It is.
So I don't know. I don't know if you build with them. I don't know what you do. But Al, you touched on it. Kendrick Bourne, gone for the year. I mean, the hits literally do not stop. And that's another thing. You can talk about the actual offensive line play fucking up the offense and everything, and defense, half the corners, your starting 4 corners were injured at one point. But dude, now your number 1 pass catcher is out there. So rolling into this week against the Commanders, which by the way, you should win this game because the Commanders don't have Chase Young.
I am not in the business of saying they should win shit from now on.
I don't know who is going to get pressure on Mac Jones, but I'm sure someone will. But you're rolling into this game now with Pop Douglas as your number 1 guy, which I think we can all agree the Patriots found a diamond in the rough in
Big
Pop
time.
Douglas. So you got him.
Yes, they did.
You got Devontae Parker's going to be out because he has a concussion.
Hopefully.
So you have
I don't care.
Pop Douglas, you have Juju Smith-Schuster, and you have Kayshon Boutte and Tyquan Thornton. Those are your 4 wide receivers rolling into this game. You still have Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki, which do you guys remember when we were talking about Mike Gesicki coming into the year, how we thought that this offense was going to be,
he was going to be another wide receiver.
Crazy.
Now we fucking really need him to be another wide receiver.
And again, I hate it because guys, I think the offensive line not being able to block has fucked this all up. You haven't been able to see a full offense, but whatever. I said that too much, but going into this game, Kendrick Bourne, he's in a contract year. I think the answer is kind of obvious, even though I wish it wasn't. We've probably seen the last snaps that Kendrick Bourne has played in the Patriots uniform, right?
Which blows because his last game he was my old friend. Which blows because he was having a great game, his touchdown.
Great year.
Well, yeah, he has. And This is the absolute worst case scenario. It's probably what the Vikings are going through with Kirk Cousins, where it's like, all right, this is the last year of his deal, kind of a prove it deal. And with a team like the Patriots, who completely suck, where the Vikings are kind of hovering at 500, he very well could have been traded at the deadline for something of value. You never know. Maybe he wouldn't have been because Bill didn't make any moves. But if there was one guy I would say would have a lot of value, it would be him and Hunter Henry. And I knew we weren't moving on from Hunter Henry.
No,
and then, of course, he gets hurt like a day before the fucking trade deadline, 2 days before the trade deadline happens. And sure enough, we're not getting anything for him, and he's probably gone. Oh, it's so shitty. I do want to check in on the status of me and Al's Juju bet.
Oh yeah, I'm already accepting that I lost.
Okay, cool. All right, I just wanted to see where we were at for this
one. Dude, we were so wrong on Juju.
Yeah, so wrong. Because dynamic stat line, he did score, which was fucking preposterous.
Yeah, he did.
Shows how much the Dolphins don't give a fuck.
You see that route? You see that route? Perfection.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Into
what
the
a
flat.
Dynamic. Yeah.
Roll out into the
3-yard route.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So what was the wager on that?
I don't even. Wasn't Nelson Aguilar or something? Nelson Aguilar is my daddy.
Yeah, something like that. Did you write this down, Mike?
I probably did, but
yeah,
Liam, I gotta look it back.
I'll pay it up right now. Nelson Aguilar is my daddy. There you go.
Okay. No, I feel like there was more than that though. Maybe that was more. The entire thing.
For me, I think for me that was it.
Because we made multiple bets. Didn't we make a yardage bet? We made a touchdown bet. We made a couple of different.
I think it was. Why you doing?
I think it was all in one. It was all in one.
No, I think there was a touchdown bet. Then we also did a. Is he?
I think I had the yards. I think I had the yards bet. I'll look back at it.
There was also a Nelson Aguilar bet there, right? Where it was like we're comparing him against Nelson Aguilar's season.
I don't think that was a bet. I think that was just a comparison.
Well, we'll check that out. Let's get that ready for next episode. Just curious. I just wanted to check the status of my bet. Nostradamus of the end zone is never
Juju's
wrong,
about to go off for like
he cashes in. No, he's not going to go off. No, not a chance. There's literally zero chance. He's fucking awful. He is an abomination. Fucking terrible. And you guys, I get it. Like Mike said, Patriots fans, I'm going to root for whoever's on the team. Yeah, no.
That was not what it was. And I told you that's not what it was. It was, I looked at it. I thought that Juju could be a big part of this team. And guess what?
So.
Fucking he isn't. No one is.
He's a big part of the social media team. He's got some. He's had 2 more TikTok videos since our last update, which I think was 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Do you follow him? Do you follow him? Do you like him?
I don't even have a TikTok. I made a TikTok on my.
You just made one just to follow him.
Liam McDade follows
one person.
It's like I have a personal Twitter, but I only follow one person, OJ, and that's the only because his NFL updates, dude. OJ has some killer bets out there. I'm gonna.
He's got some weird ass tweet or video.
Of course you do that, Liam.
Well, back when I was a betting man, I used to ride with OJ every Sunday. I'd be like, "What's OJ's best bet?" And he'd tell me, and I'd ride with that. And I gotta say, he is a killer when it comes to bets. That dude he's on the point. He stabs Vegas in the heart.
You know who else is a killer, which there's been a lot of doom and gloom. Let's talk about a bright spot on the team.
Hold on. Well, I just there's also the status of Ezekiel Elliott. How are you guys on Zeke?
Oh, I love it.
Still feeling lively and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I have no let me see. What the fuck was
7 for 36?
This is my goddamn 7 for 36.
I still think he was a good signing.
Love it. Oh yeah, definitely a good sign. I have nothing bad to say about Zeke. Good signing. I
can't wait till Leonard Fournette does way better with the Bills than Zeke has ever.
He might because the Bills' offense is better. Like that's the.
Is it though?
That's the thing.
Bills' offense isn't
week in and week out. Giving the Bills' offense over this offense.
Well, yeah, week in and week out. But when they're bad, they're bad.
Yeah, and when the Patriots are bad, or when the Patriots are good, they're bad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but we have to again give this guy his flowers. Keon White, I mean, you can say a lot about this team, which Keon White is a part of why I kind of push back when people say that you have to blow up this whole team and move on all that. You have a bunch of young players to build through. I told you guys I was done with this fucking team. I had like 5 people on defense that I wanted to keep. Keon White was all 5 of those people. Like I love Keon White and Christian Barmore. Huge duo to have there. When Judon is back healthy again, that's good. Like the defense is fine. You have a solid group on defense right now. You got a couple corners, a couple defensive linemen, a couple linebackers. You just got to you'll probably draft a safety or something like that. But like this, the defense has the players there. But Keon White, I wrote down just a couple things. Him and Tavai were the only good parts of the defense.
When Tavai dropped that interception, I almost stabbed myself.
He did. Yeah, it was frustrating.
It wasn't an easy catch.
He makes plays though, dude. He makes tackles. He gets in there. Like that was a good signing. But I did just want to bring them up as like positives on the defense. Did you guys have any positives?
Absolutely. Kyle Duggar, man. Like I think he was my my breakout player of the year and a sack.
Re-sign him ASAP.
Yeah, you have to. Like that's one of the few bright spots on this team. I like that Mac Wilson played too. He didn't make a splash, but 5 tackles, I will absolutely.
No, but he's good when he plays though. You see him playing though when he plays.
Oh, of course, yeah, and he's got a badass number 3. I fucking hate defensive players wearing single digits, but if I have to get used to it, I'll power through. But yeah, huge bright spot is Kyle Duggar. Kind of week in and week out, he always plays really fucking well. Yeah. That deflection he had in the first Dolphins game about 3 weeks ago was unbelievable. He's a hell of a playmaker and fucking terrible that I'm reaching where it's like, oh my god, the safeties are really good on this team. Like, holy shit, did you see the safety play from the Patriots? But you like
they need to sign him though.
Yeah, they need to sign him. Absolutely. Yeah.
You got to get him, and I think you have to. I mean, other than that, like I said, you got to get a safety or something like that. Your linebackers, obviously, they'll draft a linebacker in like the 4th round, and he'll be a starter, and he'll be good. Yeah. Like I'm not worried about building on the defense. It does come down to the offense, but yeah, Duggar, got to sign him. Shit, I'd fucking extend Judon if he wants it. Like, do what you need to do because like if you're gonna kind of like be a little wishy-washy with what you do on offense, you have to make sure you have a good defense. Which when they're healthy, they are. Like we gotta remember if Christian Gonzalez plays in this Dolphins game, I think the Patriots might even win because then you can kind of give coverage everywhere. Yeah, like if Christian Gonzalez is in that game,
it's so ridiculous. Dude, Tyreek Hill gets a long one every game.
If Gonzalez in the game, I don't think he gets that 42-yard touchdown because like JC Jackson got blown off the line, and like you watch the coverage when Gonzalez was covering him in the first game, he was all over him. So, and I know Hill still got a touchdown, but it was a stupid little 2-yard pass, like that, whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't even count.
But yeah, Keon White though, a man amongst boys. He is ridiculously good. Him and Pop Douglas might be the 2 best picks out of this year's draft. Actually, no, I forgot about Christian Gonzalez. Shit. That's 3 right there. That's 3.
Yeah,
and then
this draft was still really good. And I think you're spot on with those 5 defensive players where it's like, we want to keep Duggar. We want to keep Barmore. We want to keep
White.
We want to Peppers, and then friggin' and Gonzalez, of course.
Peppers. Oh my god. What is I'm gonna look it up. Does anybody know his contract off the top of their head?
No, I think it's just 1 year,
right?
I think it's a 1-year deal.
It is
to sign Peppers. Yeah.
His deal is a 2-year deal. He will make. Oh wait, no. He's here next year.
Oh,
does he have an option?
Right.
Let's fucking go. I think he's here. Hold on. Let me look.
Yeah,
he's fucking here, guys. He's fucking here.
Excellent.
He's fucking. The team can move on from him, which means they probably will. But he's here. Okay, good. Fucking sign it. Lifetime contract. Give him the Tim Wakefield deal that the Red Sox had. Right at the end of every 100%. Year that he can.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Of course.
Yeah. I don't know baseball, but he seemed like a cool dude.
But yeah, I don't have any more specifics about the game. I kind of just have more other like Patriot shit to talk about. You guys have anything else about the game, or you want to highlight or low light anybody or anything that happened?
It just had to be Jalen Ramsey. Like the throw pick
that was
anyone. I would have rather been decapitated by the cartel, tied to a chair and tortured with them cutting the skin of my face off than watch Jalen Ramsey of all people. And if he scored a touchdown, I would not be on this show right now. I swear to God.
He's not that good anymore. He's not
not
good enough to
good.
pick you off
It
like
was,
that, Mac.
yeah, no. And it was
Ugh.
like, and literally we talked about how bad the throw was. And that's the only reason he got an interception. And that's why I'm pissed, because everyone, you saw it all over social media. Jalen Ramsey's back in his first game. He almost gets a pick six. Like, shut the fuck up.
It was a lob. He lobbed it like Mac.
Yeah.
I do think though,
Oh my God.
Mac Joe. And did you guys see the play too? They highlighted Devontae Parker's route. They kind of said that maybe he should have ran a better route, but okay, yeah, sure.
Devontae Parker blows.
Shocker. Devontae Parker runs a bad route. Color me shocked.
It's literally, yeah, it's all he's done. I don't think he's ran a good route.
Let's just touch on Devontae Parker real quick.
Yeah.
He's here for 2 more years after this year, correct?
Is he? Fuck me.
Oh, great.
Like, listen, I wanted to give Devontae Parker, as much leeway as I could. I just remember him on the Dolphins making plays. I just remember him in a few times.
I remember him. He had some really good games.
But dude, listen, I'm willing to chalk up this year to you started the season injured. You got 2 concussions, so you're probably out for the rest of the year.
Hopefully, but like that doesn't fucking mean the effort should be terrible. Like that route against the Raiders, the slant that Mac fucked up, or like Mac didn't fuck it up. They probably both had their hand in it, but his route was terrible. That drop at the end of the game was haram, absolute haram. Could not believe it. Yeah, and then this game where it's just like, dude, yeah, you're completely useless, absolutely useless. I don't ever want to see you on a football field ever again.
This is why we need Kayshon Boutte to play well. So you can just replace Parker with Kayshon Boutte.
Parker was basically benched and had almost no role in the game that I went to against the Bills. And it was glorious. The offense looked great. And I don't think that's a coincidence. Yeah, because he's like touching a radioactive object. Like once you touch him, you're dead, but you don't realize it, and your body just stops producing cells. So you're basically a dead man walking, and you have no idea. And in about a week, then all your skin falls off, and you start to rot and die a very slow, painful death. And that's Devontae Parker. We've touched him, and we don't know we're dead yet. But now, like, it looks like we have leprosy. Like our arms starting to fall off, and our eyes drooping, and our faces fucking sagging, and all the skin's falling off. He's a fucking abomination, and I don't ever want to watch him on TV ever again.
That's frustrating. It's frustrating to see him play.
It is.
But yeah, so I don't like Patriots are what they are right now. They're 2-6. Basically, you're just kind of. Do you guys think? Because I want to talk about this. Well, actually, the one will kind of lead into the other. I want to talk about how the Patriots didn't do anything on the trade deadline, and then how that leads to the rumor going around about Belichick and his contract in a trade. But what to kind of wrap up the strictly Patriots team talk? Do you guys think there is any chance for them to be competitive going on? Like when I say competitive, I mean at the end of the year, potentially fighting for a playoff spot.
No chance.
And you know what, guys? This may surprise you, but I'm right there with you. That
is surprising.
Listen,
I thought you were going to try to get sunshine and rainbows out of your asshole.
I texted you and I said, I'm fucking done being I'm paraphrasing, but I said, I'm fucking done being positive about this team. If I ever become positive again, you need to remind me of this moment. Like I can't do it. I'm still going to watch. I'm still going to root. I'm still going to hope that they win, but I can't. I can't be full on. I can't be Super Bowl Mike. I'm just fun Mike. I
can look at it at small scale and like
little wins
on the
little wins.
on the first drive. I can be like, let's get a field goal here. And
first down.
I feel good.
Yeah, that's not even talking about points.
Of course, yeah, exactly. And if they win the game, then it's like Christmas. It's a bonus. You're like, oh, this is incredible.
Like, holy shit.
But just give me something to remember. I want a few plays that I can remember in like 5 years, because that's really all I fucking got right now.
That's it. I want a Pop Douglas 150-yard game. Give me that.
Yeah. Give me like a Victor Cruz 99-yard touchdown. Like just give me something. But yeah, Al, same thing. Oh yeah. No, you answered. We're all shitty. So the Patriots being 2-6 kind of led everyone
to say, you know, there were the reports or rumors that the Patriots were going to be big time sellers at the deadline. Then there were rumors that they were in on Chase Young, which I never bought into that. That started like an hour before he got traded to the Niners, but
wouldn't have made any sense.
No, it wouldn't have. So I didn't see as much of it, but I did see people, both just regular fans and like some Patriots beat reporters and everything, kind of surprised or upset that the Patriots didn't sell at the deadline. But I like my thing, people were like, oh, who are they going to sell? Josh Uche. Let's, you know, maybe Kyle Duggar, Hunter Henry. And in my head, I'm like, why are you going to sell on these guys? Why not sign them? You know, like, I don't think that you need to, like, the Patriots aren't doing like a Commanders, like fire sale where they're kind of completely starting over. Like I said before, I don't think they need to. I think they need to make some very important changes and decisions, but I don't think they're at the point where it's like, let's get rid of Christian Barmore. Let's not extend Hunter Henry. Kyle Duggar, our great, another diamond we found from fucking Lenore Ryan. Let's get rid of him. Josh Uche, let's get rid of him. And he might be gone anyways, just purely contract wise. But I think you should attempt to sign all these guys because they're young players that you can build around. So I was fine with them not really making any moves. Where did you guys land on them not doing anything at the trade deadline?
Wow.
So I was kind of hoping they would find the right deals to kind of get some assets and everything else like that. But now that you haven't, it's like you said, Mike, they better make sure that they sign these guys like the Kyle, I almost said Kyle Van Noy. Holy crap. Kyle Duggar.
Sign him.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, trade him from Baltimore. Trade him from Baltimore. There you go. No, but like Kyle Duggar, you know, Josh Uche, Mike Nwenu, like big names that can be a big part of your future. You need to make sure you lock them up now.
Yeah.
And what's your excuse?
Forgot about him. Yep.
What's your excuse? You have $100 million in cap space next year. Use some of it now, because guess what? You can use some of it now and still have close to, I don't know, like let's see here, 70 to 80 million in cap space. If you really wanted to.
You're good. I didn't know Kyle Van Noy was on the Ravens. Good for you.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter one day. But anyways, point being, you have all these assets that you could have used again to get some more draft picks if you wanted to restock, which fine. If you don't want to go that direction, okay. But you better have a plan to, at least like Mike said, be aggressive in re-signing these guys. Make sure that you keep the defense as is and then build that offense.
Or when the season ends, move some of these guys for immediate, like a month away draft capital.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So right now the Patriots have, God damn it. Hold on. I try to look up like what the Patriots draft picks were. Okay, I got it. So they have their first round, second round, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, so they have all their picks coming up. So like I'm sure they'll get some of the compensatory draft shit or whatever it happens to be. But like they're fine. I don't think that they're necessarily hurting to get a fourth round pick or to get something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like why, like if you're gonna, so like let's just play it out. If you're gonna trade Kyle Duggar, so let's say you were gonna trade him for a fourth round pick, right? Or a third round pick tops.
Yeah.
What are the odds that third round pick player that you draft is going to be as good as Kyle Duggar? Not that much. So why not just sign him? I'll say the same thing about Josh Uche, even though, like I said, I think he might be gone because I think someone's going to give him a lot of money. But like the highest pick you were going to get for anyone was going to be because I mean, what's his name? Chase Young went for a third round pick, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Uche wasn't going to get a third round pick if that was the case.
What do you think we would have got for Bourne?
A fourth?
Yeah, probably like a fourth or a fifth.
And like, I don't like, maybe if you want to do that, but then if you do that, you're trading away your best, pass catcher on the team right now. So that's you don't want to do that because you don't want to like tell the team that you're, white flagging it. But like, I don't I don't care to get these 4th-round picks or late 3rd-round picks, even though we've seen Belichick work wonders with those. I'm pretty sure that we'll get some picks some other way. I think that can't be right. That we have to have more than just the picks that we had. Maybe these are the picks, whatever. I don't care, but I'm just not willing to trade away like talented young players for like mid-round picks. Like that's just like, why not just sign the good players, which like you said, Al, they have enough money to do. So that's why I think this offseason, if they wanted to go full bore and build around Mac Jones, they could. If they wanted to draft a quarterback and build around that guy, they could even do that. They have the money that they're going to have a high enough pick to do whatever they want to. So like if they want to package a couple picks and get back up into the 1st or early in the 2nd again and get someone, they can do all these things. So I don't know. I saw people upset they didn't try to sell these players while they could. But like you said, Al, I'm going to echo it. You have to go out there and sign these guys then. Or you have to at least try to sign these guys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just like, oh, okay, we tried and we didn't do it. But this all led into people talking about Belichick, and this was the last topic I had to talk about. Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk, or Pro Football Focus, whatever the fuck it is. This guy like spews more like headline stuff because he is like mildly plugged in. So he uses that to kind of like say a bunch of things and get a lot of people talking. He said that he heard in some NFL circles that there were talks about things leading to the Commanders maybe trading for Bill Belichick. Initially, it turned into that's like the final piece of what they're doing right now with trading away people. And then it turned into maybe they'll try to trade for him in the offseason and everything. My main thing here, and we'll talk about the actual rumor itself or rumor, because that's what it is. Why the fuck is everybody trying so hard to push Belichick out of here?
Yeah. I wanted to bring this up on the show because after the Bills game, when they announced that he got that sneaky contract in the offseason, all the hot seat talk immediately shut down. And I'm like, where are you guys now? Like, he got the contract. Are you guys not pissed? Like, somebody say something. And, radio silence. But now here it comes out. Those people just waited a week or two, and now the rage is bubbling over once again. Let's humor the idea, though. If we were to trade Bill Belichick, the Saints traded 2 first round. The Saints got 2 first round picks for Sean Payton, right?
I think so,
and maybe even more than that, 2 first rounds, maybe a second. But I know there was definitely 2 firsts in there. I quite strongly believe that there were 2 firsts. I'm trying to think. What's another example of a coach getting traded? I can't think of any.
I can't think of any.
No, 2002 when the Raiders traded
John Gruden, yes.
Thank you.
For a single first round pick back then. So if you trade Bill Belichick, what does that haul have to look like?
Got to be 3. It's got to be
3.
Right.
At least 3.
Guys, because Sean Payton won 1 Super Bowl. Like, come on.
Like the whole shit where it's just so funny. You see it happening now because the Patriots are, going through the dog years where it's like Brady made Belichick and this and that. And it's like, what? Brady played on a team, correct, guys? Who built the fucking teams that Tom Brady, but like, I get that Tom Brady, huge part, like they both, like I've always said, you can't split them apart. Because if you split them apart, neither one of them are going to be what they are right now. But like they helped each other. But like, let's stop. Like you're not 20 years of dominance just because of quarterback play.
And also, let's remember, Tom Brady never scored a touchdown in a first quarter of any Super Bowl. Wouldn't have even had a field goal if it weren't for the absolute last Super Bowl, and we won. The vast majority of those. And what if you look even deeper at them? Besides the Eagles' loss, every game was defensive oriented. Teddy Bruschi had 3 picks against the Eagles the first time around. Friggin' the defense was always a crucial part. Ty lost pick 6. We held the Rams offense to 3 points in the last Super Bowl. The Malcolm Butler interception, all this stuff is not Tom Brady.
The Malcolm Butler interception. That's everybody talks about
Malcolm,
that play.
Get in there.
But no one talks about what that play did. Like that play won the Super Bowl.
Belichick made them practice that exact play.
Like, it's that shit.
Genius,
so
Bill.
I don't even humor that conversation. We just kind of talked about it real quick because we are talking about Belichick. But like back to kind of the basis of it, it's got to be 3 first-round picks because I don't think that like it's still Bill.
It's got to start at 3 first-round picks.
Yeah.
If I'm the Patriots, I'm like, all right, 3. And then, then you can get a phone call with me.
Yeah.
We'll start with 3 and I'm going to negotiate up, but 3 is the basis. 3 is fair.
If that's too rich for you, that's fine. You can't shop here. You need to go
it's
somewhere else.
Exactly. Get fucked.
Like,
if you walk into a Gucci store and you don't have enough money to buy anything, sorry, we're not going to lower
I'm sure Josh McDaniels is available. Like he might be worth.
Why don't you get Bill Belichick late? Actually, Matt Patricia is he's an
floating
assistant.
Around.
Yeah, he's with the Eagles. He doesn't even have an actual coaching position. I'm sure he would love to work for you.
Dude, that would so like it as much as 3-4 first-round picks do entice me. I don't see I don't give any real credibility to the rumors. I'm sure that Florio might have heard like someone say something about like, oh, like, maybe we try to trade for Bella or like, what's that? Maybe something in jest, half serious, like whatever it was. And of course, because it is his job to do this, he threw it out there and kind of put a little spin on it and was kind of like, oh, like, I heard this and that, blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden you have every talk show, every, 98.5, 93.7. Yeah. Everyone talking about it. Al, where do you land on this rumor? And also, do you think that the Patriots should move on from Belichick this offseason? That's kind of like another topic that's being brought up.
Put it this way. The only way that I'm getting rid of Belichick this offseason is if you're getting 4 or more first-round picks. Like if the Commanders give you an offer that you can't refuse, I mean, you kind of have to take it, right?
It's like when the Celtics traded Pearson Garnett, Jason Terry. It's like you have to make an absurd offer for us to move on from an era of Boston sports. And if you do, certainly
we
will take the robbery.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to. You do. In that scenario, yes, you have to. And even if you did get rid of Belichick and move on from Belichick, think of the coaches that you have right now in your system. You have Bill O'Brien that, as an offensive coordinator, he's been tough. He's had success in the NFL with the Houston Texans. Keep in mind, they were playing with Liam's hero that he, praised
Michael
to
Jordan
every
of
night
football, baby.
in Deshaun Watson.
Damn right.
And you have Gerard Mayo in there that a lot of people were rumoring to be the next head coach. If he's not your head coach, at least he can be your defensive coordinator or something like that. The point that I'm making is there are coaches that can still step up that I would feel comfortable enough to be like, okay, we're past the Belichick era now. Let's see what we got. But again, you have to get a really absurd offer to even entertain it, like we talked about, and then accept it. So if you don't get that, you say to Bill, all right, Bill, you want to try to fix this? Fine. You've earned the right to fix it, but you better fix it.
Yeah.
Because you have no excuse now. The money is there, potentially getting a high draft pick. You could get up to, a top 5 pick if things go really sideways this season, like even more sideways than they already are.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of guys that are going to be off the books. So that's more money that you can use to bring in good talent, especially on offense. Like, please. And I know we go back and forth about this, but if you can get a number 1 receiver, like a T. Higgins or just somebody that's a number 1 receiver that can actually create separation.
Higgins is not a number 1 receiver.
Even so, a big body receiver. That's not Devontae Parker.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Just fucking get him. Al, no, there is no back and forth on that. I am with you now. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I admit I thought that this was a way to do it. This is what it was. And again, I know that the offense is skewed. You can't say whatever, but no, they need to get, and I don't even give a fuck if he's big bodied, little bodied, short wrists,
big body clearly
arms.
isn't
I don't
working.
give a shit.
Devontae and Juju suck.
Dude, and that's fine. I don't give a shit. Get someone. If you can get like a young I don't know who else is out there other than Marvin Harrison Jr. So I'm just going to say his name, but get someone like that. Maybe even like get a T Higgins and draft someone. Holy shit. Did you know you can have more than one fucking weapon on offense? Like, crazy. Why not? Like, I don't re-sign Hunter Henry. That should be a priority. Resign or extend him, whatever. And then draft someone, maybe trade for like a solid number 2, and then let Pop Douglas do his thing. Have Kayshon Boutte be your 4th guy. Tyquan Thornton's gone. Like,
if we're getting real crazy here, Davante Adams is clearly pissed at Las Vegas. I would offer anything. Like, just go get Davante Adams. Like, anything, please.
Dude,
I will offer. That. I will trade Judon. I will trade. No one's untouchable to get Davante Adams.
Do it. If you could get Davante
or Justin
Adams,
Jefferson. How do you think Justin Jefferson feels about this whole fucking fiasco going on? And Josh Dobbs is his quarterback when he finally comes back from his first injury. I bet he's real fucking psyched about that.
He's gonna take his sweet ass time coming back from that injury.
Yeah, don't but
that's the thing.
He's on my fantasy team.
You need to get someone now. That's what you need to do. Like this year, okay, what the rest of this year is to me is just kind of figuring out what you have. Still try to win games, obviously.
Yep. Now it's a tryout. It's like
now it's like, you know what? We're gonna play the young receivers. I don't like people saying play the young guys. The young guys have been playing, but I'm talking about receivers now. Yeah. Those are the young guys that you can say play them. Like, and just see what you have. Pop Douglas, I think you know what you have. Let Tyquan Thornton try to earn a roster.
Give that spot. Booty a load.
Let Booty said he wants a load. Give him a load. Give him multiple fucking loads and just
anything.
See what happens, because I am ready now. I'm already looking and getting excited about the off season, which like isn't good because I'm sure that means we're going to be fucking let down. It's sad. It sucks. And I fucking hate it. But like, I think the one thing that we can agree on though, is that Bill Belichick, the dude can stay here as long as he wants. I don't think he hasn't lost the locker room. I don't think that he has he's not this porous, horrible roster builder. He made a couple decisions and he was fucking wrong. The offensive line was injured to start the year. Can't blame him. Sure. Could they have traded, to go back to an Al argument? Could they have traded for an offensive lineman? Sure. But we also don't know for sure if that would have been much different than the guys he had, because the guys he had were hurt. Now, again, you could say if he traded for someone, would they be healthy? I don't know. But just like, I was fine with all the decisions that he made. And then we saw what they were. And now come to find out, like, you know, maybe you should have done things different. Cool. Every coach makes mistakes. Nobody is saying that Bill Belichick has not made mistakes. Like, we all understand that he has. Like, just like as much as people don't want to say it, Brady has made mistakes. What's his name? Patrick Mahomes,
has made
Andy Reid. There's been a lot of players and coaches that have made mistakes. Cool. It is what it is. Belichick is here. Belichick is keep the coaches fucking. Well, oh, that's another thing. Where do you guys land? McDaniels is now gone because the Raiders got rid of. I saw people saying you gotta fucking get him over here because Mac Jones had the best year of his career. Yeah, sure he did. But do you know who was blocking for Mac Jones at that point? Good Trent Brown, Shaq Mason, David Andrews, Isaiah Wynn when he was good and trying. And who was the Ted Karras too, another good guy, solid offensive line. So like, bringing McDaniels in here would be the dumbest thing in my eyes. Stop bringing many fucking offensive coordinators.
Do you guys think it's gonna happen?
No, I don't, because I think Belichick is fucking done with him. Belichick said that I don't think Belichick liked that McDaniels took some of the coaches, the player. Like, I don't think that he was fond of how McDaniels.
I mean, who do you take? Left. Brandon Bolden, Brian Hoyer.
Well, I don't know. And then
Jacoby Myers. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, but like,
what's his name? Suck. David Groh too. He was out there. And people were saying bring him back, but
Dave Ziegler, you mean?
Yeah. Ziegler. You can't bring Ziegler back because he was Groh's like superior, and now Groh would be in his position. You can't That's a weird thing. You don't want to do that. So
weird.
let them go. Let McDaniels go. This fucking franchise, these fans keep
neither
wanting
one
them
of you
to
think
bring...
he's coming back?
No. If he comes back, QB coach. That's it.
You don't think he's coming back?
No, I do. I think, but here's the tough part now. Here's the tough part. Think about it compared to last time. Last time McDaniels was a head coach in Denver and he came back to New England, he was on an expiring contract with Denver. Mm-hmm. He didn't have all that guaranteed money. The Raiders owe him 4 years. 4 years of guaranteed money.
Hilarious.
For all we know, right? Josh McDaniels could literally sit on his couch, kick back with some food, some beer, or drink of choice, whatever.
Pretty fat.
And say, you know what? I'm going to take the rest of this year off. I'm going to enjoy time with my family. Yes. I'm about to get...
I don't think his family wants to enjoy time with him.
Probably not.
Maybe
but
not.
Shit, we got him back.
Yeah, they're like, fuck.
Oh, by the way, do you guys want to hear a fun fact real quick?
Yes.
So my girlfriend taught McDaniel's son in her English class when he was a freshman.
No shit. So did he live around Scituate?
He lived... I don't know if they lived around that area, but
no, actually, Al, that's weird. You said let me just try to connect dots. Is this your current girlfriend? Okay, that you moved in with. So I just have to ask, like, what like the next natural step is marriage.
Yes.
So I don't,
yes.
I'm kind of confused. I don't want to speak for her or for you, but what do we do?
But she has been in contact with somebody of the McDaniels family, and that's instantly toxic and not good. So
Oh no!
So it's like, yes, she's probably
it's like
great,
Parker.
but yeah, exactly. But she taught Josh McDaniels.
Oh, okay,
kids,
all right,
so
never
like,
mind. I'm sorry, Al. Take your time. Just go make sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure.
Yes, just make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I know. You don't want to say the word out loud because the second you say marriage, the alarms go off and she'll come running.
Oh, I hear it all the time.
Hey, what are we talking about, boys? What are we talking about? But yeah,
not all of us are 50 years old and looking toward retirement.
I'm 31. I turned 32 in December, and
fuck.
I'm still alive and kicking. It's fun to have some laughs because I did, the team that we talk about right now is not
bringing us. There's no laughs.
No fun.
Well, no. There are laughs. We laugh at how terrible they are, and
I can't even do that.
It's like watching like America's Funniest Home Videos, and you're waiting for the punchline of what's like. Is the kid gonna fall? Like, is someone gonna run into a stop sign? Like, are they gonna fall off like a ramp or like into a pool?
That's true.
Or something?
Yeah, because I did laugh. I laughed. Yeah, I laughed at Devontae Parker's concussion. That was about the only thing I laughed.
By the way, definitely should have been called the hit on him. By the way,
yeah,
definitely should have been called. Like, I understand that. Like, I don't like the rule. But like that was textbook.
But if there is a rule out there,
that's what you call.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, guys. This just sucks. It's 2-6. Okay, cool. So you win next week. You're 3-6. Awesome. But like I don't even know if I can pencil in the win. I will say I believe the Patriots are going to win against the Commanders. Like I think this is a team that is worse than you right now. I'm pretty sure the Commanders are technically worse than the Patriots, but
I don't know. Fat Baker Mayfield plays pretty well.
I think they're 3-5 right now.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Figuratively speaking, then they're
I know.
But yeah, I got nothing else. You guys have anything else that you wanted to touch on? Comments, concerns you didn't get out there before you mercifully?
No, this was cathartic though.
Leave. Yeah, I'm in a content place right now with where I'm at with my Patriots fandom. Like I'm still hopeful for the future of the team.
I'm trying real hard.
But let's just have some bright spots each game. That's basically what we're looking for. Hunter Henry, play your way into a contract extension, buddy. Pop Douglas, he got doubled last week, which was crazy. You're doubling someone that's as tall as
that's
me.
How bad our offensive options are. We're doubling Pop Douglas.
Yeah, or is that just how good he is? That's how I choose to.
Because who's not getting doubled? Juju.
Okay. And on that note, I think we'll get out of here. So for Liam, Al, I'm Mike. Tucker takes. Just try to fight through it, Patriots fan. Fight the good fight, have fun. Go into Sundays, have fun, drink a lot. That helps.
Yes.
And just try to have fun with it, okay? No sweet feet, no nothing at the end of this episode. The team doesn't deserve it. And yeah.
This team stinks.